everybody, it's me again, Musa Hassan. You are all welcome for today's lesson. I will talk today about the past simple tense. Before we move on, just remember to stay safe. Just have a look behind me. I know it's a hard time, but inshallah, we'll pass it safely. Here we are. How can you identify past tense verbs? This is a good question to start with. Just have a look at this word, clean. When you say this is a past or this is a present verb, is that because you know it or you studied it before? Cleans, past or present verb. Cook, cleaning, cooked. You may say cooked is the past verb that because you studied it before or you know that we add ed to form a regular verb, a past verb or v2. Today's lesson I'll be talking about the structure, the rules we use to form a past simple sentence, and how to find a past tense verb within a sentence. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand the past simple tense rules, structures, and you'll be able to find past tense verbs in a sentence. Remember this timeline. It's very important to bear in mind. At the center, we have the present time. To your left hand, we have the past, and to right hand is the future. Remember this, please. Before we further move, would you please subscribe to my channel, share my videos, thumb up if you like it. Questions are welcome. You send a question, a comment for any topic that you want me to explain it for you. Look at this sentence. The boy climbed the tree. Look to the verb climbed. Do you have a picture of a boy on a tree? The boy climbed the tree. Can you form that picture in your head? The verb climbed tells us what the boy was doing. And it gives us a time. Climbed. That is the past time. That's good. This will take us to another point. What is the past simple tense? Climbed. What is that? That's past time, yeah. The past simple tense refers to actions that happened and finished, completed in the past time. Remember the timeline? We have the present, past. That's what I'm talking about. Before the present time might be yesterday, might be 2 days ago, 3 weeks ago, or in 1995, past time. Simply, that is not on the present time. Any action that happened and finished, completed in the past. Good. Read this example. I saw a movie last week. So is the past form of see. When is that? Last week. past time. We have keywords. The time you read them or you look at them, that's the past simple tense. Last week, last month, last year, yesterday, once upon a time, long ago, 2 weeks ago. When you find these keywords, that's a past simple tense. Now, the structure of the past simple or simple past, how we form it. Remember the pronouns, the subjects. He, she, it, I, we, you, and they. With all these pronouns, we use the past form of the verb, sometimes called V2. The verb eat, that's the past form. What is the past form? It is ate. With all pronouns, use the past form of the verb. I played, he played, she played, we played, they played ice hockey. Affirmative sentences or the positive sentence, the sentence that gives a statement. Remember this is structure, the subject, the past simple, or V2 plus an object. Subject, past form, object. Have a look at this example. I played football yesterday. Where is the subject? I is the subject. Where is the verb? Played is the verb, or V2, the past form. Where is the object in this sentence? Football is the object. Yesterday is the past simple keyword. I played football. Look at this example. He saw his friend last week. He is the subject. So is the past form. His friend is the object. It's very simple. Subject, past form, object with affirmative sentence. What about the negative sentence? How you form a negative in the past simple or in the past tense? Remember this. Did not or didn't, the short form, and the past form of the verb. Remember this. The past form of the verb, not the past. Subject, did not or didn't, plus the base form of a verb. In affirmative sentence, we use the past form. Within the negative, we use the past form. You move back to the past form of the verb plus the object. How is that? Read this example. I didn't play football yesterday. I didn't. Negative. Didn't is from the structure. The subject I didn't, and have a look to the verb. It is play. It's not played. Remember this. With, did not, or didn't move the verb to the past form. What about the question? How you ask a question in the past simple or the simple past? We use did just before the subject and before the past form of the verb. Did, then comes the subject, then the past form of the verb plus an object. Don't forget to put the question mark. Look to this example. Did you play football yesterday? Did, just before the subject, you, and the verb in the base form. Football is an object. Question: did subject base form plus the object and a question mark? Very good. Now, this is a very important part of the past form. Regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs that end with ed. They have ed as a suffix at the end. You add ed to the base form to form a regular verb. Irregular verbs, they're not following that rule. We add ed to form a regular verb. Look to the verb add. We just add ed to form the past, added. Irregular verb doesn't follow that rule. You need to learn them, to study them by heart. The time you studied an irregular verb, study it because they're not following the rule of adding ed. Write, the past is wrote. Write, wrote. Irregular verb. Why they call irregular verbs? Because they are not following the ed rule. You can't add ed to that. Remember, regular verbs, irregular verbs. Regular verbs, we add ed to form the past. Irregular verbs, they don't follow the rule of adding ed. You study them by heart the time you find them. Now, let's explain more examples. Just look to the verb plan. What is the past? Planned. What happens here? We have a double N. Why is that? Listen to this carefully. Just have a look to the verb stop. Once again, we have double P. Why is that? Why we double the last letter? Plan, plan, stop, stopped. Double P. To understand this spelling rule, first we need to know what is the vowel, what is the consonant. In English, we have 26 letters: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Everyone get started there. We have 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, and U. These are the vowels. Out of 26, if you took 5, all other letters are consonants. B is a consonant, C is a consonant, D is a consonant, F, G, etc. These are the consonants. Now, remember this. If a verb ends with E, you don't need to add another E. Look to this verb, move. Ends with E. And the rule said we add ed. You don't need to add another E, just add the D. Moved. We already had the E. If you add another E, that's what? That's a big mistake. Remember, if a verb ends with E, you don't need to add another E, just add the D. Good. If a verb ends in a consonant, remember the 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U. You can draw a face with them. O, your face. E, A, your eyes. U, your nose. I is your nose. U is your mouth. Five vowels. But if a verb ends in a consonant, the rest of the letters P, K, G, J, R, we change. If a verb ends in a consonant and Y, look to this example. It's better to explain it with an example. Study ends with Y. Just have a look before the Y. We have D. D is a consonant. What happens here? We remove the Y. We change the Y into I. Then we add ED. Another example. Play ends with Y. But remember, look to the letter before the Y. What is it? A. Is it a consonant or a vowel? The A is a vowel. So just add ED. Remember, this is very important. Study, we change the Y into I. Why is that? Because before the Y, it is a consonant. The verb play, we just added ED. Why is that? Because before the Y, we have a vowel. Very good. Now, let's practice. This is for you. Which is the past tense verb? A, jumps. B, jumped. C, jump. The past tense verb. If you say D, jumped, that's correct. ED, regular verb. Very good. Which is the past tense verb? A, clean. B, cleans. C, cleaned. Past tense verb. That's good. I guess your answer is C, cleaned. Moving on. Which is the past tense verb? Waved, waved with double E, waves. Don't look to the second one. I hope you all will tick option A, waved with ed. Very good, very good. Which is the past tense verb? Study, studied, studied. Study, studied, studied. I think is the second one. The verb ends with Y. Before the Y, we have D, which is the consonant. So we change the Y into I, then we add it. This is how you respond to questions during exams. C, studied. That's wrong for sure. That's good. I leave you with this question. Answer this question to yourself. Why is it important to know past tense verbs? Why is it important to know or to understand past tense verbs? Thank you very much for your time. Stay safe. Have a nice day. We meet soon. Inshallah. Bye bye.